Yeah. So welcome back, guys. I'm very sorry that I could not connect the old link. Yeah. So welcome back, guys. I'm very sorry that I could not connect the old link. Okay, I couldn't connect the old link because there was a bit technical issues, and now I'm here. So let me begin. And before I start, I hope all of you can hear me. And if you can hear me, please send a yes in the. Okay. Okay, so let me begin. Welcome back to today's session. And in today's session, we are going to discuss about winners versus losers. So, what makes winners and what makes losers? And before I begin, I want all you either already consider yourself to be successful in life. How many of you all are there like that? Yeah, please do tell me in the live chat because I am going through it, and I'll let you know at the end if you have any questions. Okay. I know many people always want to be successful in life, but never get successful in life. So today we'll be telling you about how to get successful in life. And before we begin, let's begin with a question. What is the difference between Japan and India? Why is Japan more developed than India? Any answers? Please tell me in the chat, live chat. Yeah. Any answers? Why is Japan more developed than India? Japan और India में फर्क क्या है इन दोनों बीच में? कुछ तो कुछ फर्क होगा ना. That's why Japan is more developed than India. According to my understanding, Japan is more developed than India because Japan's policy is if one can do, then I can do. If none can do, then I must do. But in India, the policy is if one can do, let him do. If none can do, then how can I do? That creates a mindset, and through this mindset we create boundaries that these are my limitations. I can do only this stuff. This is not possible by me. There's something called impossible that gets added to your dictionary. And thought, this simple thought creates a very big uh, it creates a very big boundary to you. You know how? Because once you start thinking from your thought, you get a desire, a very strong desire. First you get a thought just comes to your mind, and once you focus on a thought, it becomes into a desire. And that desire, when you give more focus, you want to achieve that desire. That desire becomes into a action. Taken action, it's not enough. You need to continuously put that action into form. Once you put that action into form, it becomes a habit. And once you continuously practice into a habit, you reach where you want to go. For example, you want to go to Mount Everest. You want to climb Mount Everest. Just a thought comes, you want to climb Mount Everest. And you take that thought very seriously and you decide, yes, I'm going to climb Mount Everest. And you go to Mount Everest and you see, acha, to ye hai, this big. And then you decide, now I have to climb Mount Everest. You take action. You keep your first step on Mount Everest, but just by keeping the first step, you're not going to reach the peak. You'll have to take continuous steps, action on action, action on action, action on action. So step by step, what does it become? Action turns over into a habit. And once it becomes into a habit, you continuously do it, and one day or not, you'll reach the peak of the Everest. This is how life is. Once you go step by step, not looking backwards, what happened? Just learn from your past, and when you move forward, you go step by step and you reach whatever you want. So remember, first thing is your thought. Second thing is desire. Third, from desire, you get an action. From action, you get a habit. From habit, you get what you want. So have a control over your thought process. Always have a control about what you think, because what you think today, that's what you're going to become today. That's why they tell, it doesn't matter about what you hear, it doesn't matter about what you see, it doesn't matter about what you tell, it matters about what you think, because what you're thinking today, that is what you're going to become tomorrow. Okay, so now moving on, this is the difference between Japan and India, taking an action. Now, many of you all want to be successful. And what is the difference between people who are successful and people who are not successful? People who are winners and people who are losers. Winners have a clear focus. They know that where there is no pain, there is no gain. Where there is no pain, there is no gain. And when there is no pain, there will be no gain. They know it for sure. So they take pain to take gain. They take pain to take gain. But losers, what do losers do? They do not take pain to escape from pain. They go behind pleasure. For example, you have exams. You have to study for your exams, and you know that you have to take the not pain of studying. The thing is, your mind is conditioned such a way that you take it as pain. You consider it as pain to study. But once you start making it that pain into joy, then you make it a joy to study, right? Don't take the pain, and instead you go sit in front of the TV and relax, just watching what you want. So this is what losers attitude is. They run behind pleasure to escape from pain. Second thing, all the winners look at losers, look at the difficulties. Winners tell it might be difficult, but it is possible. But losers always tell it might be possible, but it's very difficult. Why should I do? It's possible. But losers always tell it might be possible, but it's very difficult. Why should I do it? It might be difficult, but it is possible. This is a winner's attitude. And a loser always tell it might be possible, but it is difficult. Small words, they just change your thought and change everything. And another thing is winners, you go through your exam paper. A loser looks where he's got marks and tries to do something to increase his marks on the spot. But a winner looks where he's lost marks. He knows that I've got these marks and these marks will be like that. No one can change it. So he says where he's lost marks, he works on that, and in the next exam he makes sure that that does not happen. This is a way to succeed. Keep changing your plans, keep learning from your mistakes, and move forward. Nobody can stop you. The problem is people think if I do this, we have something called log kya sochenge. So listen to me today. Log kya sochenge. लोग क्या सोचेंगे. अगर ये भी आप ही सोचेंगे तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे. लोग क्या सोचेंगे. People will think about you. Then what is left for people to think about you? Simple. Now I'm going to give you 3 ways, and in that 2 lead to failure and 1 leads to guaranteed 100% success. The first path is, let me give it to you through an example. You have continuously studied for an exam, continuously studied for IIT, to crack an IIT or JEE Advanced. You have studied, but you don't write the exam. Will you pass? No. This is called thinking without action. Thinking without action, this always leads to failure. Then what leads to success? Only one thing: thinking with action. Thinking with action in the sense you study hard, and you go and write the exam. You study and write the exam, and then you crack the exam. One is thinking without action. One is action without thinking. Without studying, going and writing the exam, you think you'll pass. No. The only thing that leads to success is thinking with action. Example, you're in a swimming pool. You want to swim. You keep on thinking, I want to swim, I want to swim, I want to swim, but don't swim at all. This is thinking without action. This is obviously leading to failure. Obviously leading to failure. Another thing, you say, I want to swim, and you go jump in the deep pool. You drown there itself. This is action without thinking. You want to swim. You think how to swim. I don't know swimming. Okay, let's go from the shallow side and little. Success. This is thinking with action. And anyone in this world, anyone, from the Prime Minister to a common citizen, everyone is following any of these 3 paths. Any of these 3 paths. So now I've given you these 3 paths. And yeah, I wanted to tell you, many people come to me and like, how to pass the exam without studying. So it's like simple. Can you win a game without playing the game? You cannot win a game without playing the game. Then how can you pass the exam without studying? Now I've given you the 3 paths. You just choose which path you want. I'm sure you will. Studying. Now I've given you the 3 paths. You just choose which path you want. I'm sure you will want the one to success itself. Now, my one to success itself. Now, my question: what is success? What do you consider as success? So my question is, what is success? Any replies, answers from anyone? What is success? Yes. Okay. Anyway, see, if I have to be frank enough, then success can be anything. Literally, success can be literally anything. To me, what is success at this very moment is full enough. If you are not able to understand, and for you, success might differ from thing to thing. Now, at present, if you are able to understand me, hear me, see me properly, then you're successful in all those things. From small thing to the biggest thing, it can be anything, success. But the problem is, many people's mind is conditioned in such a way that they think getting a job itself is success. And right now, I'm studying 9th, 10th, whatever. After studying, what should I do? I have to write. By writing, what happens? I get marks. By marks, what happens? I get a rank. By rank, what happens? I get maybe a good seat in any college. By that, what happens? Another 2 years, I'll have to write and read and write again. And by that, again, I get a rank. By that, what happens? I get a seat in a engineering college. In that, what happens? Another 4 years, I'll have to read and write again. Okay, after that, what happens? I get a job somewhere. From job, what happens? I get money. People think that money, this is the max, this is ultimate. They think money is ultimate. They think this is the only path to make money. No. Now see, example, I'm going to Kaban Park. There is a road where there's no vehicles. But why do you where people earn money only by this way? No one has the dare to take the other way which no one has traveled. Have that dare. Problem is, people, they try to run away from their problems. They try to run away. See, you can see my shadow here. My shadow. The moment I try to run away from my shadow, it keeps following me. But when I just go near it, it'll vanish. Face your problems. When you run away from it, it'll follow you. Face it, then it'll vanish just like that. And if you want to be successful, always look at what you have. Don't look at what you don't have. Because the moment you see what you don't have, you think, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. And once you start seeing what you have, I have this, I have this, I have this, और उससे ज़्यादा क्या चाहिए मुझे? It will become like that. Now, for example, you have talent. You do not have money. From talent, you can make money. Simple. You have money. You don't have talent. Put money on yourself, invest it in yourself, develop a talent. Or simple. So don't look at what you don't have. Always look at what you have. Only that will take you to a successful life. And you always think, what will happen if I do this, if I do that? Don't overthink. This overthinking is a very big problem. It puts people down. And one more difference between losers and winners: winners give reasons. You might think that excuses and reasons both are one and the same, but it's not the same. Excuses is just, I had cold, I had this, I had that. Bhagja. Escape. Reason is, you tell, this is the reason I have failed and I will not fail next time, and you try to what? Not do that again. That is a reason. Excuse is something again and again and again. Means you don't want to correct yourself. Just to escape from the situation, to run away from the pain towards the pleasure, you give an excuse. But to get more pain, to face the situation, you give reasons. And if you take life as a game of cricket, you cannot become out unless and until you yourself hit the wicket or you move out of the field. Until then, you don't become out at all. And I'm telling you, I would like to conclude this session by telling, losers are not those who get back up in life. Those are real losers. So thank you everyone for today's session. If you have any questions, you could please ask me through the chat. I will reply. Any questions? Questions, please. No questions? Sure. Okay, then that's it. Stay safe. Stay at home. Stay safe from corona. Everyone's working very hard. All the social workers, all the medical people, all of them are working hard. Support them. Do not break lockdown rules. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.